Okay, so my job at the middle school that I work at, I was the library technician. So I was in charge of the library, but I was also in charge of all the technology, the computers, the iPads, all kinds of stuff like that. So I spent a lot of time like having to install and update things. The biggest one was like updating like print drivers and stuff. So I had to do that on a lot of the teachers' computers because we got new printers in the middle of the school year. So it was kind of uh, hard because I didn't have admin access to all of the teacher computers. I had admin access to the school computers like the library lab and stuff, but I did not have admin access to the teachers' computers. So when I went on to update the drivers, I needed, the admin information, and it was not allowing me to do that. We have a higher up tech guy that I would be in contact with, and he helped me through all that. But um, most of the stuff that I had to do, I would install things, I would update things. I had to do a lot on iPads. I had to re um, reinstall them into our network, and I had to do each one individually, one by one, at the beginning of the school year. So that was kind of a long process too. As far as ever creating a PDF before, actually last semester in my math class, we had to submit our assignments as PDF documents. They could not be like Word documents or JPEGs. So when I would scan things in, I had to save them as a PDF. Um, I just use Google Chrome for everything, so I didn't really have any um, I didn't have to download like that cute PDF writer or whatever. I didn't have to do any of that. Um, I think as a future teacher, like PDF files are great because you know that the format is not going to be changed. It's always going to stay the same. So like this year, I know how to download different fonts onto the computer, so I did that on my computer in the library. And I would make things and then I would send them to teachers, and they would look totally different because of the fonts. So if I had, really thought about it and known the process of making it into a PDF for them to look at, that would have made it a lot easier. The fonts would have stayed the same. That would have been a great solution to the issues that I had with that. Um, so just being able to share files with fellow teachers and knowing that nothing's going to change, it's all going to stay the same, it's going to look the same. Because sometimes um, interpretation is based on how something looks. So if you're reading something and it's supposed to be bolded or italicized or the fancy font and it's not, it can be very confusing. So being able to share PDFs with other teachers and things like that is very helpful. It would also be a great way to share resumes. If you have like a fancy resume and you send it as a Word document, it probably might not look very cool on somebody else's computer. So that would be another good way to use a PDF. And as far as using a webcam to record myself and uploading videos, last semester I took a children's lit class, and we had to read children's books, and then we had to get on the camera and um, reflect on it and discuss the book and activities that you could do with the book and things like that. And then I uploaded those to YouTube, and then I would post the link onto the discussion board, and people were able to um, click on that and go look at my videos. So the only challenges I had with that is like time. Like I live in a really small town. The internet's not great, so as far as uploading the videos, it takes a lot of time and getting stuff to load. That's kind of just a personal problem. It's not really something that is a problem everywhere. It just happens to be where I live. It's a problem. The first few times I was struggling to get it uploaded. I actually had one of my middle school students, because I was working on it at the school. I had them show me how to upload it to YouTube. I mean, I'm sure I could have figured it out. I could have Googled things, like, but they were like, oh, let me show you. I know how to do it. So they just, click, click, click and showed me. And after that, it was easy breezy. So um, I think video recordings would be very useful as a future teacher. It's helpful, especially in the online environment, and a lot of things are going over to online. So to be able to talk as if you were in the classroom to your students is very awesome. So it can feel like you're actually there without actually being there. I think as an online learner, video is very helpful. I like seeing my teacher and being able to see their recordings and hearing them talk, and the enthusiasm in their voice. It helps, to get excited about something. Otherwise, you might just feel like you're just going through the motions and just doing the class to do the class. But to be able to like kind of relate to your teacher or your fellow coworkers or whatever you're doing, I think video recordings are nice because you can really understand someone's like personality and kind of how they talk and things like that. So I think it's a great thing to use for that. Thank you guys.